Thanks for joining us on the news at 4. I am Ikechukwu Obienu. We begin the bulletin with a war against illicit drug trade trafficking, where the Nigeria Drug Law Enforcement Agency is still checkmating criminality. In our next report, we'll bring you the outcome of its recent operations across some areas in the country.
A 50-year-old widow and fashion designer, Mrs. Ifeoma Ezewike, has been arrested by operatives of the NDLEA over an attempt to traffic 1.3 kilograms of cocaine using fake pregnancy as a facade to escape detection. The widow, who is a mother of one and the proprietress of Golden Star Creation, a fashion outfit in Agor Palace Way, Okota, Lagos State, was arrested at a bus terminal in Jibowu in the Yaba area of the state while attempting to move the cocaine consignment to customers in Abuja. Still in Lagos State, at least 90 parcels of Loud, a strain of cannabis weighing 48.6 kilograms, imported from the US and concealed in 3 cartons in a kitchen sink, were intercepted at a courier company on the 19th of August by NDLEA officers. In Abuja, the agency arrested dispatch riders distributing illicit drugs. While in Delta State, NDLEA operatives supported by the military destroyed a total of 25,500 kilograms of skunk on 4 plantations. A total of 2,289.4 kilograms of skunk was also intercepted in 3 operations in Kwara State by the NDLEA. In Adamawa State, the officers also raided the home of an alleged notorious drug dealer, Idris Gaba, who escaped, but one of his associates was arrested in the southern axis of the capital, Yola. In Kano, several arrests relating to illicit drug trade were also made. In a statement signed by Femi Baba Femi, the Director, Media and Advocacy, NDLEA Headquarters, Abuja, the Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of the NDLEA, Brigadier General Mohammed Buba Marwa, retired, encouraged officers and men of the agency to continue with the ongoing balanced approach to illicit drug control operations of the NDLEA.
In another development, the Nigeria Police Force, through the Interpol National Central Bureau in Abuja, has repatriated a high-profile fugitive, Dai Keisheng, to the People's Republic of China. This decisive action, carried out in collaboration with Interpol Bureau in Beijing and the Embassy of the People's Republic of China in Nigeria, underscores the force's unyielding commitment to its fight against transnational organized crime. Dai Keisheng, a notorious gang leader wanted in Guizhou Province, China, for orchestrating and leading violent organized crimes, fled his home country in 2024 after a warrant for his arrest was issued by the Public Security Bureau of Zhejiang County and sought refuge in Nigeria. The force public relations officer Lumuyiwa Adejobi, in a statement, mentioned that the fugitive was arrested in Abuja, and that was on the 8th of August, and was repatriated to Beijing under the established framework of police-to-police cooperation coordinated by the Interpol. And more stories now. The Nigeria military is tightening the noose on Boko Haram and ISWAP elements in the northeast, recording major battlefield victories in Borno and Yobe states. Troops of Operation Hardin Kai, supported by the Nigeria Air Force, repelled a daring night attack at Kumshe last Friday, and that was the 22nd of August. Senior reporter Jesse Tafida tells us more.
Terrorists in large numbers stormed the forward operating base, armed with heavy weapons, but after ferocious resistance and precision air bombardment, the insurgents suffered devastating losses. Exploitation after the clash revealed over 20 bodies alongside dismembered remains from the airstrikes. Weapons and ammunition were also recovered. That same day, troops of Sector 1 carried out offensive operations at Dipchari near Banki Junction in Bama local government area. Following a firefight, several terrorists were killed and troops seized an RPG tube, AK-47 rifles, magazines, 16 rounds of ammunition, and 2 motorcycles. In another coordinated move, on the 23rd of August, Sector 2 troops and the Civilian Joint Task Force pushed deep into Doxa General area near Bunigari, Yobe State. The operation resulted in further terrorist casualties and the recovery of weapons and motorcycles. Analysts say these sustained offensive are steadily eroding the capacity of terrorist groups, denying them freedom of movement, disrupting their supply lines, and degrading their firepower. The defense headquarters lauded the gallantry of the troops, urging them to sustain the tempo until lasting peace is restored to the troubled region. This latest development adds to the series of tactical gains in recent months, underscoring the Nigerian Armed Forces' renewed push to end the insurgency once and for all. Jesse Tafida, TVC News, Maiduguri.
Meanwhile, Governor of Kwara State, Abdurrahman Abdul Razak, has assured the people of Babanla and other communities recently attacked by armed criminals that such incidents will not happen again. This comes as youth leaders in Kwara South are calling for the establishment of a permanent military base in the region. Our correspondent Ibrahim Alege has more.
Babanla community in the Feludu local government area of Kwara State was recently attacked by some armed criminals. There have been reports of kidnapping and violent attacks in nearby communities, forcing some residents to flee their homes. These incidents have triggered agitations from the people of Kwara South for improved security measures.
Our plea to the government is that they should reinforce our district, Senatorial District, that's Kwara South Senatorial District, with heavily armed police force or military personnel that will be stationed in our local community.
That forest, I think, is even more than Sambisa Forest. That's their hideout. And from there, they spread to the local government, they spread to Paji local government, they spread to other, even Okero local government, and other states too, Kogi State. So they should help us flush them.
The government is not resting on its oars. Security operatives have been mobilized for both ground and area offensives. During a visit to Babanla and surrounding communities alongside security chiefs, Governor Abdurrahman Abdul Razak assured residents that their safety remains a top priority.
Surely they'll be stamped out of this area. I do understand the vastness of the terrain and the forest here and the challenges it possesses, but from the boots on ground, the logistics being put in place, this will be a thing of the past sooner, very soon and very shortly. We've ordered Kwasip to move in immediately and enumerate those that are in need of support, and very soon they will get those support as early as next week.
It is our strong belief that putting this wide expansive of land into use will not only boost the economies of the state alone, provided a massive employment, but also help flush out and deny the bandits of the hiding places.
With the assurance coming from the governor and security operatives, the people of Babanla and other affected communities can now heave a sigh of relief and hope that such an attack doesn't occur again. Ibrahim Alige, TVC News, Babanla, Kwara State.
Now, the Joy Youth Council is appealing to communities in Niger Delta region to desist from pipeline vandalism and crude oil theft, describing the acts as setbacks to regional development. President of the council, Alaye Theophilus, at a sensitization tour of oil-bearing communities, said oil sabotage has continued to reduce government's revenue, depriving Niger Delta of good infrastructure. Mr. Theophilus further expressed support for security companies engaged by the federal government to protect critical oil and gas infrastructure, while appealing to the youths to cooperate with these security outfits, stressing that collective responsibility in safeguarding national assets will guarantee both economic stability as well as development in the Niger Delta region.
The oil and gas industry is domiciled here in the Niger Delta, and the Jaw is majority host. So we deem it fit that we should bring the campaign back to the grassroots to let them understand that pipeline vandalism is not to the best interest of the people of the Jaw Nation. And the only way we can achieve that is to interface with our people at the level of the grassroots to make them understand why it is important for us to support the federal government, the NNPC, and the pipeline surveillance companies that the federal government has engaged.
We need to assist the pipeline security companies, the police, the civil defense, and other security organizations to see how we will work together for our favor.
Niger Delta is the core economic leader of the country, so we have to stop misbehaving. We have to stop vandalizing pipeline.
We have come to Abua today to educate the people, to sensitize the people, the need for them to stay away from vandalizing oil pipelines.
Let's turn our attention to other matters now. This time, the Sokoto State Emergency Management Agency has confirmed yet another boat mishap that claimed the lives of 6 persons, with 3 others missing in Garin Faji village, Sabon Biridi local government area of Sokoto State. This comes barely 1 week after the unfortunate boat accident in Goronyo local government area. SEMA, in a statement, confirmed that 19 people were rescued by local divers as emergency responder team is working to rescue the remaining victims. This is TVC News at 4, and of course we'll return after this break. Do stay with us. Thanks for staying with us. Let's talk some politics now, but this time in Delta. Chairman of the All Progressives Congress and the 25 local government areas of Delta State have commended Governor Sheriff Oborowere for what they described as his unprecedented performance in the past 27 months in office. They emphasized that his developmental strides and inclusive governance anchored on his 4-point agenda have continued to earn him pride and respect across party lines. Speaking to journalists after a meeting with the governor at Government House, Asaba, the Anyocha South APC chairman and coordinating chairman of the party, chairman in Delta North, Mr. Norbert Somchuku Dema, said the visit was aimed at briefing the governor on developments across various local government areas.
We have come to see our father, our amiable governor, the leader of the party in the state. And our meeting with him was fruitful, basically to brief him and give him feedback of the goings on in our various local government. And it's all good news, because in our various local government, we are doing very well. The integration is fully activated. Currently, you see the projects that are going on across the state in billions of naira, engaging very powerful contractors that are well known. So his performance has been good and is getting better, and we know it will be better and better going forward.
The Speaker of the Kebbi State House of Assembly, Muhammad Usman, has inspected a collapsed bridge linking Zuru Metropolis to Rikoto village. The Speaker promised to deliver a concrete culvert that will ease movement, improve market access, as well as reduce transport hardship for farmers and traders following initial temporary wooden bridge.
People of this area told me, please, when you assume office, we want you to construct this bridge. So when I made the road, I told them, okay, we should just do a temporary one. Inshallah, this bridge culvert, is going to be a history, which we are now with the residents of these communities who are staying across this bridge. So I've told them that inshallah I'll use my constituency 2025 constituency project and handle the construction.
And strategic collaborations among young citizens with diverse creative potentials is crucial to youth empowerment as well as realization of sustainable development goals. This came to the fore in Osun State during a boot camp entitled Beyond the Frame, organized in commemoration of World Photography Day. Convener of the event said that the idea was conceived to inspire creative connectivity among potential content creators, storytellers, filmmakers, and others for sustainable empowerment.
The idea was we're going to partner, work together to train and equip and mobilize our people to take the business of photography, business of storytelling to the next level where they can not only provide for their family but make names for themselves.
What is the problem that I know that we face that is affecting the youth, the creatives that we have? First thing that I identified that time is that we lack collaborations. So what I have in mind is to bring the youth, the content creators, the photographers, the videos, the storytellers, to bring us together, to unite us so that we can change the new face, the new story of Osun in general, and to empower the youth.
Camp has actually given me an insight, exposed me to how to sell myself to people, things I can invest in as a creative, a young person, even in Osun State. Things we think we don't have in Osun State, we have them and they are right here with us, but we don't see them. But until we sell ourselves to those people that have them, we'll be able to get results from them.
And let's talk education now. The call to honor teachers for their efforts in nurturing as well as grooming future leaders is gaining momentum. The matter came to the fore at a walk in Lagos where stakeholders emphasized teachers' plight and called on eligible young Nigerians to join Teachers Forum so as to contribute to nation building. They also advocated improved welfare and infrastructure in order to boost learning. The advocacy is coming ahead of a summit in Lagos where more than 60,000 teachers are expected to gather.
We are here to make an awareness that teachers' voice must be heard. If you hear the voice of the teachers, then there's going to be a positive change in the life of this country. Then teachers are healthy. They are healthy people. And we deal with lives, not files. So, teachers as a whole in the nation, their voices must be heard so that there can be a better quality, a better nation and a better Nigeria.
We matter in the society, so we are here to say to the society, to everyone in Nigeria and beyond, that they should begin to see teachers as people who have confidence and who are here to also train their children to be who they are or who they are going to be in future.
It's not entirely about the numbers, it's about the voices. It's about the impact of teachers in any society. As a matter of fact, if you see a society that is thriving, it's as a result of the educational system and the frameworks available.
Today, teachers are gathered to show to the world that we are changing the narrative. There cannot be quality education without the teachers. No nation rises without education, and there cannot be education without teachers.
And away from that now, as artificial intelligence continues to reshape industries worldwide, Nigeria's beauty market is beginning to feel its impact. At the 17th Lagos Makeup Fair, experts demonstrated how innovation is now influencing both products and consumer choices. Gloria Aremu tells us more about it.
The beauty industry is one of the fastest growing in West Africa, with Nigeria's markets projected to generate about $1.4 billion annually. Beyond the economic indices is the reality of the link between beauty and women's confidence.
On the road and pass us away. And that's why we got Queen Nolly perfumes here.
Clearly on display at Africa's biggest makeup fair.
At our fairs, we always have
products and brands being launched. We always have new brand discoveries. There's a lot of brands coming into the market, and always the brands have something new to launch. So today we have people launching brands, and tomorrow we have something called the Beauty Face of Competition, where we also give opportunities to young makeup artists, upcoming makeup artists, to come and battle it out and also win prizes.
With the introduction of artificial intelligence, experts say this is a game changer. Industry players believe it could deepen consumer trust by offering more personalized solutions to improve client services.
The AI use data, proven data, to analyze your face, recommend the products you need because it picks what the problem is. It tells you your hydration level, it tells you your acne, pigmentation levels, then recommend products that are meant to target the problem. Now we're taking guesswork out. We're getting real-life solutions to real-life problems.
A major highlight of the fair was the free demonstration of AI tools, allowing consumers to test how technology could guide their skincare choices at no cost.
This I think this technology is very, very useful because that way one can know what exactly is wrong with their skin and know what to do to improve upon it.
I think it's going to be very beneficial because having something like this will help us identify our skin better, help us understand it so that we can treat it better. So I would say this initiative is great. It's a good way to implement technology and dermatology.
For many entrepreneurs, the fusion of beauty and technology signals a pathway to scale, reach new customers, and compete with international giants. Glory Aremu, TVC News, Lagos.
And sustainable development is in focus across local governments in Lagos State as the Voluntary Local Government Review evaluates how much progress has been made towards achieving the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals at a grassroots level. The VLR team recently visited Ikosi, Isheri, and Ikeja local government areas, engaging directly with council officials, community stakeholders, as well as residents. The conversations centered around how the SDGs can be effectively implemented to improve the quality of life of citizens at the grassroots.
These are what we have put down in our own agenda. In our own agenda, we call it Ikeja agenda, starting from infrastructure development and urban renewal to environmental development. We talk about knowledge base. So when you look at Ikeja agenda, it speaks to the 17 goal by SDG. We have started holiday job for about 250 people. We have also rolled out, a GC form, and in terms of health, we've already started, going around our facility to see how we can improve on it.
The Lagos State government is committed to inclusive and participatory development. So because one of the powerful tenets of the SDGs is leaving no one behind. And because we want to achieve this, we want to ensure that no one is left behind, that is why we are involving them in a critical document like this, the Voluntary Local Review, to make sure that the voices of everybody, of the key stakeholders, are included in the Voluntary Local Review reports.
Voluntary Local Review is a review that is a document that we need to achieve SDGs by 2030, and then we are localizing it. The reason why we are doing it is to know what we have done so far that speaks to SDGs.
What else? TVC News at 4. More updates on the stories we are monitoring. You can visit our website www.tvcnews.tv. You can also follow us on social media handles, Facebook, Instagram, and on X at TVC News NG. We also have updates for you on WhatsApp and Telegram at TVC News Nigeria. On YouTube, we are live at TVC News Nigeria. Thanks for watching. I'll see you top of the hour.